I feel really weird about wearing my hat. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a hatless vlog. I'm back from insomnia. You probably seen the other vlog about that, and yeah, don't do that. Okay, so there was a bunch of things I wanted to mention that I couldn't mention during that vlog because I wanted that to be purely about insomnia. Uh, because I had so much to talk about of that. So I want to make this a completely separate thing. So this is going to be a completely separate vlog with everything else in there. This is going to be the updates for pretty much everything. So I'm going to open with A Hat in Time. That now my hand does its own thing. That now has a release date of October 5th. So now that has a release date, I have a day that I know that somewhere around there. I'm not sure exactly the exact date, but I'm going to start doing the Let's Play. I am sitting a bit far back. Then I'm going to start doing the Let's Play for that game. Start doing my Let's Play. Uh, Currently, my plan is to start a new Let's Play after Pokemon Yellow or just as it's ending, and do that for 1 month until the end of September, and then on October we start with A Hat in Time, or just finishing off the little bits from that game just before Hat in Time starts. I'm probably not going to upload my first Let's Play of that game on October 5th because, well, I'll be recording it that day, and if I get really into it, I'm not going to be able to edit it in time. And it's entirely possible that I won't be able to play it till later that day anyway, so I'm not going to be able to get to record, edit, and then send out. So I will be trying to. I'll probably start the day after. I'll set it up the day after or the day after that. Sometime I may even put it on the Monday of that thing for the week starting. I believe. Let me just check my computer. Go down. October's Monday is the 9th. So it's possible I may start it on the 9th at the latest, I would say. I would say the 9th would be the latest that I'd start it, unless something comes up. So I will be starting A Hat in Time, a Let's Play of A Hat in Time, somewhere up to, well, starting from at some point October 9th. So that's the first major thing that I wanted to talk about. Let's move on to the next thing. Next month, EGX. I've just come back from insomnia, and I'm already planning to go to EGX next month in Birmingham, the NEC. So I'm gonna go there. I've still got to buy tickets. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but we're gonna have what round? It's gonna be me and Tom this time. Insomnia, it was me and Ryan, and we had a good time. We had a pretty good time, and we got a lot of things. I got this t-shirt with the tie on it. I was gonna make a joke out of it, but I'm not sitting far back enough for you to see enough of the t-shirt for the joke to work. So I'm skipping the joke. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go to EGX. We may go on the Friday because Tom says he might not be able to do the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. If worst comes to worst, I'll probably be the only one going. So I'll still be going. Maybe then I'll get to see more of what I want to see. Because last time I went round, we mainly just went wherever Ryan wanted to go, which is that's his first convention. I just let him go where he wanted to. So I didn't actually get to see a bunch of things. I had a little talk with one of the Nintendo representative guys, and they said they weren't sure if they were going to EGX, but they have that day set as work, or that weekend set as work. So there's a good chance that they're going to be there. So hopefully they'll be there. So that'll be great. I'd love to play Mario Odyssey and maybe even the Mario Rabbids now. I've had a look at someone playing some gameplay of that, and it actually doesn't look as it doesn't look to be the same genre as I thought it was, which is interesting. Or it is, but it looks like a more interesting version of the same genre I thought it was. Um, so yeah, there's that. So it's not the same thing I thought it was. I want to at least try it out uh, and find out what it is people are so hyped about. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to be moving on to more. Basically, the rest is going to be about stuff to do with the forum because I told you everything about the channel. We're getting a new Let's Play Hats and Times coming out in October, and EGX is the end of September, so just before the Hat and Time stuff happens. So it's going to be a busy end of month, start of next month, probably, maybe. Been kind of busy now, especially with the sun coming out. It's boiling today. Anyway, so we're going to move on to stuff to do with the Vortex forum because I'm trying to focus on that a bit more. It's not getting any attention right now, but hopefully I can get some people on there. What I want to try and do is I want to invite some people to the forum uh, who have, I guess, decent followings. I don't want to go hugely up there because I don't want to look like I'm just looking for their subscribers and all that. But I want to make the forum go, and I need to start inviting people, even small channels and whatnot. I will try to invite as many people as I can to have a look at the forum. I'm hesitant because that's just the kind of thing I do. I'm very hesitant about doing something like this because it seems like I'm going to be advertising other people, which it's very frowned on advertising your own stuff to other people, even if it is a forum. So I'm very hesitant to do that, but I need to get the forum going, and I won't be able to get the forum going if nobody knows it's there. you know, Speaking of people knowing it's there, Arcade Salad, who was on the podcast the other time, we'll get to that. We'll get to the next podcast in a minute. Arcade Salad was on, did a little shout out as he said he was going to uh, for the forum. He actually had a look around the forum and showed it off and said the bits he likes the most about it. And that has given me some insight into the forum. And I'm glad he uh, put it out there that the forum is around for people if they need them, if they need it. Uh, Especially with all the contests and stuff I'm planning to do. And I want to put a bit more into some of the contests as well and events and stuff. I want to try and like make this thing go, which gonna mean I'm gonna have to put some financial incentives in there, which again I was hesitant to do because well this time it's because I lack money and all in all. Plus I lack a way of taking that money and giving it away in some way. But I have found a way. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off by mentioning the thing to do with that, and I'm actually doing a rank name contest on the forum. There's some ranks, and what I'm gonna do is what I've done is I put a post up on the forum in the contest section, and that's there's a rank name contest, and there are prizes this time. So unlike the spotlight thing where it's just your video gets shown to everybody on the forum, which is not as good right now as what I hope it is in future, because the idea of that is to get lesser known people into the spotlight. You know, those with big channels won't care too much for it, but those with smaller channels will want to vie for the top. But not right now because the forum's basically empty, which means the incentive isn't really there. I want to build up an incentive, so I need to build up the forum, which in turn the whole building up the forum thing will add to the contest, create an incentive, and that'll build up the forum even more. The idea is to, repetitive build up of intent. The word I just went with, I completely forgotten what it was. Sorry, I'm not bit good at keeping a chain of thought. But this contest actually has prizes. You will get your own custom name on the forum. That's not a big incentive, of course, right now. But if you win, you'll get a custom name. You'll get a shout out on the Vortex podcast, and possibly in a vlog as well. And you will also. This is probably the big prize. It's going to bring a lot of people. It's going to bring some people in. Probably not many. It's only a small prize, but it's the biggest prize out of them all. I will give a £10 Steam game to the winner. Your choice. Up to £10. One Steam game up to £10. It's a little bit limited, but yeah, I'm willing to give some leeway. Like if you want two games and they equal around about £10, that's fine too, I would say. And I've gone a little step further. I've split the contest in half. So the first four rank names will give you each of those prizes for whoever wins. And then the other four, which are the highest ranks, the four highest ranks, there's a contest for that as well. So there's two contests running at the same time. So actually, I'm going to be spending 20 quid on this contest. Yeah. And the prize is stackable. So if you want to get two games that are each 10 quid, or an amalgamation of 15 quid and 5 quid, just adding up to the total number around about. I mean, you're never going to get exactly on, but this is a way I can do contests with prizes without uh, the issues of getting things out to people and whatnot. So you have to have a Steam account, of course, because there's no other way to give you a Steam game without Steam. Okay, so I mean, you can tag on any special offer that's going on when you win as well. So if there is a game that would normally be worth more but is lower at that time, and you want it, and it is within the range of the contest prize, perfectly fine. That's absolutely perfectly fine. Uh, as long as I'm not spending any extra money on it. I'll be sending it as a gift across Steam. So that's how that's going to work. So I will need your Steam account name. I only need the public one. I think I only need the public one. So there's no risk to your account. Don't worry about that. I was actually kind of worried people would think I was trying to get into their account or something. I have a bit of paranoia, about these things. I've always a kind of paranoia, but that's never been diagnosed, so technically it's not official sort of thing, but it's something I've always had. Let's see, what else have I got? Oh yeah, I removed the posting requirement for the Let's Plays. Again, that was a hindrance. Having people requiring people to have 10 posts is when you've got a community going and you want to keep that community from being overrun by people with who just want to advertise. But at this point, the advertise is kind of what brings in the people. So I've removed the posting requirement, and it is now you can just post a Let's Plays up. I would ask for you to at least do an introductory post before you do that and tell us who you are and what you do. Um, but it is not required. You can just post your videos there if you want to. It'll get people in, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get at the moment. I want the forum to run, and I want it to go well, and I want people to have a community they can rely on, to help them out and whatnot. So there's that, and that's it. That's everything I got here. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that the whole forum's not going as well as I hoped. Not even close to as well as I hoped. But life is kind of one of those ups and downs things. Everything's a surprise. There was always the possibility that nothing could happen. And with that possibility, it happened. Nothing really happened. It was just me there again. I will try to make this forum a success. I want to make this forum go. I want to allow people to show content to each other, to meet up with other people, to do collaborations and stuff like that. As I said, I've been a member before of forums that were like this, and it was great to meet new people. And I'm gonna say it actually did increase the number of views I had and whatnot. And they dropped, they plummeted after I left it, for reasons. Um, yeah, I don't like talking about that. Um, but yeah, it was a good place while I was there, and I got to meet a lot of new creators, and I want to do the same with this. I want to allow people to meet new creators, each other. Again, I'm not limiting it to Let's Plays because I don't want to like kick people out who could potentially be good part members of the community. Um, I'm not going to specificize anything because that was probably one of the reasons. That is one of the reasons I didn't really participate much with the other forums because they really didn't let you do much beyond posting your Let's Plays, and now there's nothing there because they took that off entirely, apparently. Anyway, stop talking about that. I say I don't like talking about it, and I start talking about it. I'm sorry. So yeah, we'd be going off track. That's pretty much everything. So thanks everyone for watching. But for now, we're done here. See ya. I didn't say that I was Arceus at the start of the episode, did I? Whoops. Maybe I'm not Arceus. Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe I'm Darkest. Okay, that was really... I need to do better with stuff like that. I am poor with bringing that character in. Maybe he will wear the tie every time. Just have him wear a tie and maybe a suit and whatnot, and just have him like... I already know he's going to say good morning instead of evening. Why am I still going?